Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna have a look at a bit of a cult classic in amongst Hornby. Now we're on the railroad range because we got to motor because there's not a lot of detail. But give you a hint. Here's the box. Focus camera. Fuck's sake. There we go. First swear of the video. Yay! And here's the modern R code. It used to be 782, but we're looking at Smokey Joe, which turned out it was actually a real engine, but because the crew actually scraped Smokey Joe into the into the cab, not cab, saddle. I keep all my bugger ups in my videos because that's what makes them enjoyable. As I'm just going to have a quick bring it up on Google. Obviously, there's the paperwork in here. This was don't hate me, people. An Amazon purchase last year. I don't know. I'm just still trying to trying to do things on a hand affected by my stroke is not good. Because if you, as I bring up Wikipedia, yeah, they date from quite a while. Oh, images aren't loaded. Wonderful. But let's bring Joe in. Obviously, as you can tell, it's a later model. Let's shed a little bit of light on him. He's runs a hell of a lot better than he would have done with one of the even the year 2000 models. So he's not as lively as before. Yeah, here you go. It's the photographs of the original 56025, so it is a real running number, from 1955, showing that instead of graffiti, the engine had a line saddle with the cycling emblem. But hey ho, it didn't have this. This is made up, but it had the early BR logo, and I've got nothing loose to hand that is the early BR logo. Oh well, never mind. Moving on, moving swiftly on. So yeah, here's Smokey Joe, and this is 50% speed in reverse. That's a lot slower than they normally are. But right, let's grab the model, and so we can have a look at it. Diecast running board in an 040, metal safety valves, metal whistle, dusty. The black seems to really, the matte black's, well, it's more of a satin black. That's quite nice, isn't it, really? But yeah, it's Smokey Joe. Cab interior is moulded, but not painted. Rear lights, again, not painted. Other side is a repeat of the front, and there's the smoke box. Those who have ASMR or issues with people blowing down microphones. Ha! There's Smokey Joe. But that's technically not the only Smokey Joe I've got. Let's put, actually, let's bring him forward so he's in frame. He can stand next to Obi-Wan. Let's do the body that I've weathered. As you can tell, that runs a hell of a lot quicker, so that means it's an earlier version. I didn't set the points. Well done. Lean over, and of course that ain't going to work. That's the wrong line now. I'm a professional, really. As you can see, this is one I've weathered and added a crew. I've changed the running number, so it's 56026 instead of 56025. It's not Smokey Joe's, it's Dirty Harry. There you go. And I've done a coal wagon, which was quite typical, because the coal bunkers are tiny on these. So that's an old triangle wagon. I might put get one and metal wheels and do pickups. Made a running board for it there and weathered the heck out of it. Inside the logo of this one, you can tell I've detailed some of the cab up. But I'll just pop this bit of a body off if I want to run a different one underneath, like the LMS one or the Caledonian liveried one. So it's not just this old Smokey Joe body that's on this. And as you can tell, that runs so much faster. It's the fastest steam locomotive in the world. I love pocket rockets, they're hilarious fun. Who agrees? Hilarious fun. But anyway, back to the main star of today's video. The later release of Smokey Joe, as I have overshot the camera. Well done. Runs quite nicely for Hornby 040. He doesn't stall on the points very often. Anyway, Smokey Joe. These are around 40 quid new on Amazon still. But you might get them cheaper at Toy Fair. You might get the earlier version, which would be the true pocket rocket from the early 80s to 2010. Yeah, for me, it's an essential model. I wanted one back in the 90s, but I never got one. I don't think. I can't remember everything I owned. Ah, that's good. So, Smokey Joe. This is going to be awkward if I want DCC fit it. I might have to do what I've done with the other one, make a tender and like put the chip inside of the tender, because there's not inside for the chip. Because like hell, if I'm using 8-pin, I'm definitely not using 8-pin decoders. I do not like the wires. So you've probably seen Smokey Joe in an earlier video back last year when I did like running sessions, but it is actually stored with. But it actually runs really nicely. That's 30% on the controller. If I do this one at 30% on the controller, noticeably quicker, isn't it? Because of the HP motor. So yeah, as I'm going to pan around to the both little saddle tanks, and the camera's on the piss. Well done. There we go. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video, please, CV play and all that, because it helps the YouTube algorithm to push these longer videos out. There's no doubt everyone's seen the short. Well, I've stuck a chuff tender behind Smokey Joe. But yeah, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and also if you, because there's plenty more model railway stuff. I've got lots, but I'm going to redo some of them because obviously the early videos didn't have the pretty scenery. So yeah, I've got other models to show as yet. Some I can't run because the Hornby 00 and I need some 00 track. Need some free rail track. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, help all hail the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you in the next video. And check out Shunting Yard on Thursdays on YouTube. at 8 p.m. British Summer Time. Do it. Right, cheers for watching. Bye. Fucking Poker Rockets. Laters.